My name is Christine Johnson, and I'm the music administrator at Trinity Episcopal Cathedral in Portland, Oregon. I sing professionally in the Cathedral Schola and elsewhere in the region, and I live in Vancouver, Washington, with my 2 young kids, our dog, our betta fish Alice, and a pandemic houseplant collection. I love exploring the wilderness with my tent, my fishing pole, camera, and furry and human friends. I try not to take myself too seriously, and I'm always reaching for better relationships with myself and my community. Speaking of relationships, I want to tell you about one of my oldest relationships, my relationship with fear. As a survivor of childhood and adult complex traumas, I have only recently understood that I've lived my whole life in a state of fear, or as I like to think of it, the kingdom of anxiety. My trauma taught me that my feelings, especially fear, were not just information, they were reality. Any situation that triggered fear had to be addressed immediately and with the urgency of a house on fire, whether or not it was true. And it almost always wasn't true. So, hypervigilance and fawning, and a lack of boundaries served me well in those times and helped me survive. With a lot of work and the help and support of so many amazing people, I have a new relationship with fear, not as reality or even a thing to be avoided, but as information, and I can choose what I do next. I can let the fear tell me what it wants, let my reaction pass through me, and then respond, not react. Then I am free. I can choose to act according to my values with courage and confidence, despite my fear. I can trust in my relationships instead of drawing into myself. I feel safe, and that allows me to be more vulnerable and to model that for my kids. There are powers that want me to be afraid, who want me to react to my fear, because that way I am easier to control. The most direct way I know to resist that control, the lowest hanging fruit, is to know that when those tactics are working and I feel fear, I fight back. I resist by spreading love and joy. I create. I trust my community. I rest. There is more than enough fear and pain and suffering in the world. I don't need to add to it. That way of thinking isn't welcome in me. Taking care of myself, my health, my well-being puts me in a good place and is the best way I know to help others. I say no to those who would spread fear. I changed the narrative about myself from cruelty and debasement to compassion and grace, faith, hope, love. They are all verbs. They're processes. Faith, choosing to believe that hoping and loving will make a difference. Hope, choosing over and over again to imagine, to create, to send out love when others would have you fear. Love, any excuse to give compassion, grace, patience, attention, the benefit of the doubt. This is the how of Christianity.
This has been a production of Trinity Episcopal Cathedral in Portland, Oregon. Music for this podcast was performed by James Walton. For more information about Trinity and our community, go to www.trinity-episcopal.org.